of honour this afternoon is the Green Office. A huge welcome to Kevin Grant, our All-Star student today, but also in recognition of his Business All-Star family business for 2024. But it's fantastic because you've also made the 5 in a row. So that's a brilliant benchmark for any business. So congratulations, Kevin. And I also want to, I suppose, say to you, well done for being a great student of AIBF as well. For various master classes and initiatives along the way. You've been extremely proactive, and that's been noted as well. So well done.
Thanks very much, Elaine. Thanks, everyone.
I could have told you the first day that we interviewed and audited Kevin, I could have told you then that you were a great family business. But here we are on your 5th anniversary of All-Star being named as our family business for 2024. And I genuinely think it's one of the most important and commercially viable accreditations that the board shares, because I think people are very interested in doing business with family-run businesses. It immediately gives the impression, it projects those values that we all have as members of families in the way in which we respect each other. Can you take us back to 1993? You weren't born at the time, I know that by looking at you. But how did it all start?
Yeah, well, you're very kind, Kieran. I was born, but I wasn't involved in the business at that particular point. But yeah, 1993. So my parents, Leah and Philip Grant, began the company, and the Green Office, I suppose they were definitely a little bit ahead of their time in this particular market area and looking at sustainability, which it's been great to hear so many other accreditees this morning mentioning about sustainability, how it applies to their business and how they're using that as a unique selling point. But back then it probably wasn't as prominent or wasn't as much of a selling point for people in the Irish market. But what we did initially, that we are still in existence, but not as much, the old dot matrix printer ribbons. I remember from school, you used to get the cast off with the continuous feed computer paper that you get for a junior.
Yeah.
You're colouring in and everything. But that's so at that particular time, there was quite a lot of plastics in those particular products, and I'd say up to 97-98% of the product could be really safely reused and recycled. Whereas basically all of these prior to that, it was all ended up in landfill. So they had a really nice sales pitch, which I've, been envious of if I could use it now today, and to go to a company and say, tell me what you're paying for your product right now, and whatever the answer is, we'll reduce that by 50%. So that was one that opened a lot of doors, had some really great contracts, and the company grew from there. So we've moved into, we added products all the time. And obviously that particular area of the business is not a huge part now, but we've always tried to stay close to our ethos in terms of offering our customers a sustainable alternative to what they may be getting. And we would have over 20,000 products now on our website, which is greenoffice.ie. We try and give our customers, as I say, as much information as possible, so that they can make an informed buying decision. So it's not just a case of looking at the price on the ticket, but looking, I suppose, at the total cost of ownership, whilst you're using that product, and also at the end of that product's life, how it's going to be disposed of, where it's going to sit. Is it going to sit in landfill? Is it going to be recycled? Is it going to be biodegradable? So, so it's been a journey, and it's great to get this award this year, Kieran, because this is a big year for us. This is 30 years in business for us since January of 2023. So 93 to 2023, it's been great, and we're absolutely thrilled to be recognised as the family-run business of the year.
Yeah, and you know what? You should get for the formal photographs of Elaine and the president and so on. Try and make your way to Aviva for December 8th. I was just going to say something about we'll work. Just about to say something about when sometimes I kind of ask, we do a poll within the foundation about who's doing business with who. Now, it's a lot of times it's hard to get the information. But there's nothing commercially sensitive for our members in doing business with the Green Office. So we do get, people will always mention the Green Office as one of the companies they're working with. It looks to me like you've over 35 tribe members at some point have reached out or done business with you. I was just getting back to Elaine's point about saying you're a very good student or a great networker. You are. I mean, you really know how to make networks work. I mean, how do you reflect on that success with AIBF tribe members? How do you do it, and does it keep going once it starts, or how do you reflect on it?
Yeah, no, it's great to hear. Actually, I don't think we've actually put a number on it in-house here before. So to have more than 30, that's fantastic. I'd be a big believer in the power of your network. You know, be it in terms of generating direct business for yourself as a company, but there's also the other aspects of maybe, you know, you might have learnings, or you might be kind of leaning into your potential contacts into their network as well. So we'd always be, you know, we'd be upfront about putting ourselves out there, not being shy about picking up the phone to make an introduction, you know, just to maybe have a 5-10 minute chat with people about telling, look, this is what we do. You know, hopefully if it's something you feel that you could benefit from using our services, great. If not, you know, perhaps down the line you will know someone that does. And it's you know, it's the law of reciprocal relationships, in that, you know, we try and do back for our contacts what they do for us. So, like, you know, if you do something for someone, they'll a lot of the time they'll feel, you know, we want to repay that or pay it forward. So I think like anything, the power of your network, it's it really is what you put into it. We do try and, you know, spot opportunities for people in our network out there. And I think that, I suppose the fact that you've told me there that we've over 30 companies that we've done business with on the tribe, that probably is testament to that.
Yeah, that's how it works. What about that supply chain? Is it difficult to keep tabs on it as the catalog just grows and grows? Is that always a challenge?
I suppose with the power of our website, it's we've automated a lot of stuff to it, you know, on there, that it kind of takes a lot of the human interaction out of it in terms of, you know, the repetitive tasks. So, you know, we've a stock feed that is connected to our main suppliers, so that we know that it's real time, so that if people are ordering with us online and it says in stock, well, then we can be within 99% confidence levels know that that is going to be with our customer the next business day. It's, I suppose, trying to look at sort of trends and what people are looking for and trying to stay ahead of that. We don't work with any one distributor or wholesaler. We're completely independent, so we definitely have the flexibility to respond quite quickly to what the needs are out there. Like, you know, we were lucky, I suppose lucky is maybe a wrong turn of phrase, but when COVID hit, we were able to pivot ourselves quite quickly and just get products into people that were needed. You know, as people went to home working pretty much overnight, we were able to make sure that our customers had those products as they needed. And then as that's kind of developed and people have started to return to the office, that, you know, what people wanted in 2019 in a workplace, it's not the same necessarily as what they want today in 2023, or won't be next year or the year after that. So we are always looking at where we are now, but what's coming down the line. So yeah, I think we definitely use our size to our advantage in that regard, Kieran.
It does work out, in fairness. You are a dub, aren't you?
I am. I might have said that before, and maybe some of our calls.
And what about that cup in your hands down there? Do you think you'd be keeping that?
At the risk of making a liar out of myself, in 12 months' time, I'd be quietly confident. I'd say it like that. Quietly, but
and we would on the hurling side, by the way, from being a Limerick man. But look, we look forward to seeing you in the Aviva, Kevin, and great to be in touch. And let's do something together next year to mark your 5th anniversary, because it's a very special time, and let's do something to go a little bit deeper with the network.
Absolutely. No, thanks again, Kieran, Elaine, Capel, and congrats to everybody on the call. And we're very humbled to be named an All-Star family business, because we're aware it is the backbone of the Irish economy, the SME sector, and family businesses are a huge part of that. So to be recognised, we're humbled and honoured. So thanks again to everybody.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Kevin. And you can add me, you know that I'm one of those customers. I was recently stuck for a mat to go under my office chair, one of those see-through ones to protect a carpet. I know better man than Kevin Grant to send it down in the courier the next morning. So I've experienced and witnessed the service firsthand. So well done, Kevin.
Glad it worked out. Thanks, Elaine.